Hey guys, so Crytek have released the developer update for 2.1 and All Hallows Eve. I don't really do reaction content, but I've got a lot of people asking me what I think about it, so I wanted to wait until it was one nice little concise trailer, which they have now provided here for us, so I will be reacting in real time to it. So any reactions you see from me or hear from me are the real deal. It's not like a scripted thing. I'm just doing it in real time. Cool? Cool.
Hello, I'm Dennis Schwartz,
Hi Dennis, I love you.
Design Director for Hunt Showdown 1896.
I want to kiss him. Look at those lips. Just, I don't know. I got small lips, Dennis. You might be a good kisser. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Well, I mean, I won't see, but anyway, off to a good start.
First off, I want to thank you all for your continued support and patience since the launch of 1896. We know the journey has...
And let me just tell you, we have been patient. We have been patient because of... Look, the UI is not great. Anyway, keep going, Dennis.
Hasn't been without its bumps, and we truly appreciate your understanding as we work through the challenges. Your feedback has been invaluable, and we are excited to share the improvements and new content we've been working on.
Wonderful. That's good. That's good. We like that. That's a, hey, thanks for your advice. Thanks for the feedback. Things haven't been great. You know that, currently that's a little bit up, and yeah, we completely, we absolutely just took it and we just it, and the UI looks garbage. And you know what? Good. Love that. Love that. Moving forward. Mwah. Smooches. There's a lot of kiss references with Dennis. Anyway, keep going.
Let's dive right into the next big thing, the Harvest of Ghosts event, running from October 16th to November 25th. This event brings back some of your favorite packs, the Wilderness and Smugglers,
Wonderful.
alongside the all-new Pact of Omens.
Wonderful. But still no Mariner. I loved Mariner. Mariner was such a good trait. Basically just unkillable in water. It was so good.
Each pack offers a unique playstyle and powerful traits, but it's new dark side powers that really stand out.
Okay.
First up, we're introducing Blast Sense. When used with a Pact of Omens, Blast Sense reveals the origin of nearby gunshots and explosions in Darkside,
Actually, I'll let it play. There might be a little bit more.
helping you to locate enemies from a distance. On top of that,
Okay, no, that was it. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. I think that new players will get great use out of that. I think that's really good. I'm sure that, experienced players will still use it as well. I'm interested to see how it works in terms of, is the loudness of the weapon, is that what dictates the aura to be visible in Darkside? Right? Like, the louder the gun, so like a Nitro versus, say, just a regular Nagant pistol, or like a Derringer, right? Like, I'm interested to see. Or is it all gunshots, if you fire a gun at all? Like, even a suppressed weapon, now that'd be a bit silly. But I'm interested to see how that works with the level of the sound or the explosion. It dictates how far away you can see it. I'm interested to see what happens with that. It's either way, it's a very good trait for new players. Onboarding wise, great decision.
we've got a conditional effect for Pain Sense, our new reimagination of Poison Sense, which now highlights enemies who are bleeding, set on fire, or poisoned.
That's really cool. Dennis, I'm going to interrupt you right there. Sweet King, I'm going to interrupt you. That's really cool. Bleeding, poisoned, or on fire. That's wonderful. That's really good. Any status effect. So we're really transitioning to a point where you can, or should, really, you should be running around. I'm interested to see the range on it, to be fair. But if it's the same as Poison Sense is, which is like 100 and change, I think, it's quite far. Having the ability to see people who are under any status effect from any distance, well, not any distance, within like 100 and something meters, that's actually going to be quite cool. And I'm very interested to see what happens with that, because you may as well be running around in Darkside. I hope we don't fall into the same pitfall that we had in like the Rocksteady Batman games, where you wanted to be in detective vision the whole time to see enemies, and like now we want to be in Darkside so we can see if anyone's been hit by a zombie, or there's hives that have done anything, or dogs have caused someone to bleed. Anyway, this might be the way we're going.
For the Pact of Omens, it also highlights enemies who are out of stamina.
Okay, so if you're out of okay, so we're definitely going that way. We're definitely. Let me rewind a bit. Does it show a distance on that? 75 meters. Okay, that's not that far. If it was like 100 and change, sure. If we go back here,
Set on fire or
see now the actual sense I believe is the same as poison sense, so it's 100 and change meters, which is quite far.
poisoned. For the Pact of Omens, it also highlights enemies who are out of stamina.
And if you're impacted, right? If you're pacted, it's out of stamina. So I think the out of stamina is 75 meters, but the general pain sense is the same range as poison sense. So my point about running around in Darksight is still valid. You're still probably going to want to do it because you're not going to know if someone's around and then suddenly, oh, someone lit up. That's okay. We'll see how that one plays out, but that's where my head immediately goes to.
The Smuggers Pack has received a nice upgrade for the unique trait Gunrunner, allowing hunters to carry 2 large slot weapons at the same time.
Oh, that is what I heard. Yep, cool. That's really cool. That's actually old. That's very old school. So for those who don't know, originally, way back when in Hunt, so I've been playing Hunt since it first came out, friends and family, whatever. Originally, that's what Quartermaster did. You were allowed to carry 2 long weapons. And I know that you're probably going to be thinking, oh, like you're going to get a lot of Nitro Avto. Yeah, that did exist. But it wasn't really that. That really wasn't what you saw a lot of. My favorite loadout to run back then, and it will probably become the same thing now, was, well, they've received some changes over the years, but it was full Mosin, because there was no Labelle, and then, because there was no Shorty either, so there was only just Mosin, obviously, because there really still just, well, now there is an Obrez and whatnot, but there was just Mosin, and then there was, I ran Mosin Rival, so big Rival and a Mosin. You had both distances covered, right? Mosin for long range and mid range, shotgun for close range, and 2 barrels. Like, mwah, beautiful. It's going to feel really good to go back to that. If you're listening to this and you are thinking that that's going to be a whole bunch of Nitro Avto, don't get me wrong, it's going to happen, but it's not going to be A, as common as you think, and B, it's not going to be as oppressive as you think. I think the thing that's going to be more oppressive is people running dual, like, explosive weapons, right? Like explosive nitro, explosive crossbow, right? The ones that do splash damage and a lot of it. I think that's going to be the oppressive one, and I think that's what you're going to have to worry about more than whatever this is. Because, yeah, you can run Nitro Avto and just try wallbang the world, but the double AoE explosion is very oppressive. I'm just calling it now. I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Greyhound is the Pact's conditional trait, applying a small speed boost on sprinting while carrying bounty in addition to its normal bonus.
Whoa. Back that up. Dennis, one more time for me.
In addition to its sprinting while carrying a small speed boost on sprinting while carrying bounty in addition to its normal bonus.
Wow. So personally, I've actually relaxed off Greyhound for the longest time because stam shots exist. This now makes Greyhound really, really worth picking up again. It already was good, but this makes it really good. You get a small speed increase whilst carrying a bounty, or what was the rest?
On sprinting while carrying bounty in addition to its normal bonus.
Oh, that's it. So if you're carrying a bounty and you've got Greyhound, you book it. Okay, that's really good. That's generally good. That also means if you have a bounty and you want to run away with a stam shot and Greyhound, you're going to be faster than people who don't have one. So there's a problem with that. Here's the problem with that. If you have a bounty and you have Greyhound, you are going to run faster than anyone else, which means you'll get to the exit before anyone else. So gameplay-wise, here's a few things that are going to happen with that. I almost want to do a pirate software and break out the 3D paint here. Do I want to do the 3D paint? No, I'm not doing it. You can visualize it. You've got memories, okay? You can just visualize it. Unless you've got aphantasia, then you can't. But otherwise, yeah. So if you have a bounty with this change, you are going to run faster. You run faster than anyone else. Unless there's a trait coming in now they've updated, that is a effect that does not exist anywhere else in the game. There is nothing else that gives you a run speed increase at all. The recent event, where they had the Demented Pact and Adrenaline, yeah, you got a speed boost that way with critical health. But that run speed increase does not exist any other way. So, we'll keep listening, but unless there is some other change that's happening with run speed increase to another trait or effect, Greyhound in this patch is going to be really, really cool because you're going to grab the bounty and you can just run, man. You can just run. Expect people to run to the exit because you just will not catch them. You won't catch them. Okay? Even with a stamina shot, you will not catch them. You won't run out of stamina, but you won't catch them. And that's... So I got right close to the microphone for that one. That's what we're going to see. So whilst I do think that's really cool, especially for solos, you're going to see a lot more people running, which means you've got to be more prepared around a compound. So when a banish happens, you really need to get there, man. You need to get there and you need to play the compound shoot game, which is what Hunt is supposed to be. Because if you don't, people can just pick it up and leave, and you're very literally not going to catch them. So I'm interested to see what happens, but that's my prediction.
The Wilderness Pack is still focused largely around an evolution of Surefoot that now also increases your crouch speed slightly, as well as the tried and trusted Beast Face conditional. However, solo hunters will be happy to hear that reduced crouch noise from the last event has now moved to Lightfoot regardless of chosen pact.
Okay, that's really cool. That's just straight up, that's a W. That's just a Dennis W. Dennis just whipped it out and put his massive just right over my forehead. That is a W. That is a big W. That's a fat W, right? Solo's just a straight buff. Solo gets a buff. Congratulations, solo players. You have been heard. Solo players are now going to be a menace. I love that. That's cool. Straight W. Nothing else to say other than that's a W.
Throughout the event, you'll have the opportunity to try out a range of new weapons. First up, we have the Maynard Sniper, our very first rifle that comes with a sniper scope by default, and the Auto for Shorty, which offers devastating close-range firepower.
Okay, cool. So we have a rifle, which we saw, the Maynard.
And
wait, hold up. We have the Maynard rifle, which we don't see the caliber of the bullet.
Sniper scope. First up, we have the Maynard.
But that looks compact to me.
Sniper.
Never mind, that's not the round. That's just the charge. My apologies. Sorry, I'm like, I don't know bullet. No, that's the charge it fires. You know what? I think that's going to be I think that's a medium to compact. I think it's a compact gun.
First rifle that comes with a sniper scope by default. And
it's medium or compact, one of the two. I don't think that's another long ammo sniper rifle. It's not. It's a single shot. Actually, you can generally tell by how fast the gun reloads.
New weapons. First up, we have the Maynard Sniper, our very first rifle that comes with...
Okay, that's medium or compact. Yeah, that's a medium or compact rifle. That's what I'm saying right now. Just from based on that. There's the tooltip there, the little ammo symbol, which looks compact to me. But look, I have been fooled before. If that's a long ammo rifle, I'm just... Why? No. 160 meters. Yeah, okay, that's medium or compact. That's one of the two. Probably compact in that case.
Go by default. And the Auto for Shorty, which offers devastation.
Cool. A sawn-off Crown and King. It's probably the last thing I ever wanted to see in the game. Disgusting.
Close-range firepower. Next, we're introducing the Rival 78 Mace.
Cool, fantastic. The Mace variants are already basically not used, but I do like what they're going here, right? They're giving us more options to not bring in actual tools, and you can instead use the weapon as the tool. So like a bladed rifle or like a mace hand cannon. So you can free up your tool slots, you know? So instead of running a knuckle knife even, you can just, I don't know, run fusees or something. I like what they're doing, but I would love to see the telemetry on the usage. I can't imagine serious players doing it. Maybe for the mace, because it's a shotgun, right? You might want to blap things in the face with the mace, potentially. As long as the mace does decent damage, yeah, you might see people doing it.
And Centennial Pointman. These two medium slot weapon variants will add new dimensions.
By the way, I see the ammo symbol there looking pretty much the same as the Maynard, so actually I think I was wrong. I think the Maynard actually is a medium ammo rifle. I don't know if they actually said that anyway, but I'm pretty sure it's a medium ammo rifle. It's medium or compact, but 160 meters tells me it's probably a medium ammo gun.
Centennial Pointman. These two medium slot weapon variants will add new dimensions to your loadout
yeah,
options.
You know what? It's a scope. It's a Sentinel scope. It's a medium one. So, as in, like, it's been sawn off. So we're still going to have the problem with sway and stability. But if you like your scopes and you want that, cool. Sick. I'm I'm very interested to see how many people run this. The same people who run like the Winnie, like the Vandal or whatever, right? But this has got a scope, so I'm interested to see.
For those looking for something truly game-changing, the bomb launcher makes its debut, along with special items.
Is that a sawn-off bomb lance? It is. I like what they're doing. They're just grabbing the weapons we've already got and just chopping them off. A revive bolt. Okay.
Like the hand crossbow revive bolt and the dark dynamite satchel. Each of them offer creative ways to turn the
Oh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You can detonate it through dark sight at a distance. I wonder if you have to be in vision of it. I don't think you do. It's a dark sight ability, so you can probably... That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It's like a remote explosive charge. That's exactly what it is, in fact. Pretty cool. We can see the cast time of it, though.
Creative ways to turn the tide in any encounter.
So that's like, what, 2 seconds?
For creative ways to turn the tide in any encounter, adding a whole new layer of
it's cool.
Strategy tweak.
It depends how big the explosive range is. Now, like, that's like a dynamite bundle. Sure. If it's a big bundle, then this thing slaps. If it's a big bundle, also, the reason why that is fantastic is this is going to be really, really, really good at killing bosses. Right? Big bundles exist, and you can big bundle the spider. Look, big bundling the butcher is very easy. Big bundling Scrapbeak is very easy. Big bundling the spider or big bundling the assassin is a art form. This will make it a lot easier to do so. A lot easier. Now, yes, you can big bundle the spider or the assassin if you're willing to, you know, unalive yourself in the process. But this is going to make it a lot easier. I predict this is going to get a lot of use at killing bosses. You can put it on the ground, wait for the boss to run over it, right, and then detonate it. Much simpler. You don't have to worry about the fuse running out and timing it perfectly. So I think that's pretty cool.
Counter, adding a whole new layer of strategy to your hunts.
That revive bolt, let's have a look at that.
In any encounter, adding a whole new layer of strategy to your hunts.
So that looked like a direct hit. So there doesn't seem to be any particle cloud effect. So that's a direct hit. So you've got to, it seems to anyway, you have to directly hit the person who's on the ground. So you can't just like see them in the field, lob a bolt over. You got to directly hit them. So I like that. I also like that it's instantaneous. You can just, that's really cool. It's an instant res. You just got to hit them with a bolt. So you can be sprinting around, bolt your friend up. I like that. I like that a lot. You can res someone from a distance. I think this is really, really cool. I do think it's actually good for the health of the game. I do. Because by using this, the trade-off is a weapon. And yeah, you could probably just use regular hand bolts with it as well, which is like a Silent Romero, but I do think this is healthy for the game. I think this is very healthy for the game, because even Sweat Lords will probably want to use this. But then they don't get their Mosin Dolch. They just get a Mosin and a Revive hand crossbow. So, yep. Now, if it heals as well as revives, that's a whole thing. I do think I saw it on the tooltip, right? What did it say? No, it just says Revive Bolt. So,
strategy to your hunts.
Yeah. We'll see. I think it's healthy for the overall game, though. I think it's a good thing. Time will tell, though. I might come to regret my words later on, but for the time being, I think it's a healthy addition to the game. I truly do. Going down a gun for the ability to instantly revive at a distance your friends is good.
Let's talk about something we are really excited to share with you. Bounty Clash, a brand new limited time game mode. This mode is designed for those of you looking for quicker, more intense PvP action. Bounty Clash brings one bounty token, one compound, 12 players alone or in teams, and a 15-minute time limit for an all-out fight to the finish. You'll spawn near a randomly selected compound with a dead boss target waiting to be banished. Extraction points will be nearby and clearly marked on your compass, adding a layer of pressure as you try to balance offense and defense. Bring in your own hunters and get ready to go head-to-head in some of your favorite locations from Mammoth's Gulch and Stillwater Bayou, streamlined for this new experience. Bounty Clash will be available from October 16th to 20th, as well as every weekend from Friday to Sunday afterwards, until the end of Harvest of Ghosts. We can't wait for you.
Yeah, I think that's sick. I think that's really cool. So, look, some of you might look at this and just say, oh, well, it just splits the player base further. So here's what I think. Here's my take on it. The fact that, one, the bounty token is there, right? And I think they stated, did they say it was a dead boss? Did they say that?
Looking for quicker, more intense PvP action. Bounty Clash brings 1 bounty token, 1 compound, 12 players alone or in teams, and a 15-minute time limit for an all-out fight to the finish. You'll spawn near a randomly selected compound with a dead boss target waiting to be banished.
Okay, cool. So the boss is already there waiting to be banished. It's dead. Meaning you can run in and get a full heal. So I think there is some strategy to this, right? Being able to sprint in and immediately banish a boss for a full heal is a good thing, right? I think you can do that. I think people are going to want to fight over when do we banish to get our health back. But I also think there's going to be some strategy. I think, honestly, the best way to play it is just to sprint into the compound as fast as possible and banish the boss so no one else gets the health revive. There's definitely going to be some cool dynamics that have come from this. This is just going to be server fight the game, right? That's what this is. The whole server spawns around a compound and just dukes it out. I think that's really cool. I think that's just a really, really cool thing. I really generally like that. I do think that people are going to lose a lot of money, especially because it's just constant games and just over and over again. But I also think a lot of people are going to make money because you take in Vulture, and if you get the server wipe, you can loot all the bodies, man. All that money. I think also this is a great way to make cash if you're a newer player, because just take in a free hunter. Just take in a f***ing free hunter. Take one in. It doesn't matter. If you succeed, you make bank. If you don't, you make nothing. It's the same as regular hunt, right? But this time, you are guaranteed to have a fight because it's there. Whereas regular hunt, even if you're just a little babu or starting out or not great at the game, fights can be scary, right? Fights can be scary to take, or sometimes you just might not find people because you don't know how to find people or locate people. I think that's what they're doing as well with that trait earlier on, that's the blast sense, which is more of an onboarding trait. I think this is a really cool thing. I think this is great. I think this is really good. Bring in a free hunter, rack up some dollars, right? Even though the loadouts aren't great, it's a server-wide fight at the very beginning. I think this is going to be absolute chaos, right? Server-wide fight at the beginning. Guns firing, everyone's shooting. It's going to be bedlam. It's going to be absolutely bonkers, and you're going to have the ability to make a lot of money. And you can also extract early. So, I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. I think it's really, really sick. It's just deathmatch, man. It's Hunt Deathmatch. I like it. I could be wrong. Time would tell, but I think it's a really cool ability. Also, I didn't really talk about that bomb launcher, by the way. I realized the shorter bomb lance. I mean, I have thoughts. Bulwark, still prevents it, and unless they update Bulwark to make it not, then... But if they did update Bulwark so that Bulwark does not prevent dying to a bomb lance stick, this is a great weapon, and that's a great change, and I've been yelling at that for years. Also, I'm not the only person, to be fair, but a lot of people have been yelling for that change for years. But if this is just that, it's just a halved bomb. A halved bomb lance. If it does have the blade attachment, I didn't see the blade there. I just see the bomb launch. I didn't see the blade attachment. So if it's all it is, it just shoots the harpoon, I'm less interested, because the bolt never goes directly accurate, but I digress.
Selected compound with a dead boss target waiting to be banished. Extraction points will be nearby and clearly marked on your compass, adding a layer of pressure as you try to balance offense and defense. Bring in your own hunters and get ready to go head to head.
I think this is cool.
Your favorite locations from Mammoth's Gulch,
I think this is great.
And Stillwater Bayou, streamlined for this new experience. Bounty Clash will be available from October 16th to 20th, as well as every weekend from Friday to Sunday afterwards.
Great change.
Until the end of Harvest of Ghosts. We can't wait for you to jump in and try it out. Don't forget to send us your feedback as we continue to evolve our new game mode.
Oh, we will, Dennis. We will.
And speaking of Stillwater Bayou, for those of you who might have missed it, we've brought back this fan-favorite map with a complete visual overhaul. The Stillwater Bayou map has been fully restored and updated with enhanced visuals, lighting, and textures.
More cover. Love that.
Eerie feel while staying true to
I
its
prefer
roots.
that immensely.
Enjoy diving back into this iconic hunting ground with a whole new...
You know what? I actually didn't see. I saw the bomb launcher there. I didn't see the blade. So yeah, I think it is just the harpoon, which is cool. I'm still on board.
Ground with a whole new look. The eerie fog and revamped lighting bring a new level of tension to every mission, making every step through the bayou more dangerous than ever.
Re-release times a day.
Alongside Harvest of Ghosts, we are also re-releasing 3 beloved times of day: Sundown, sunset, and foggy.
Dennis, I believe you said beloved.
Beloved times of day. Using 3 beloved times of
Yeah, he said beloved times of day, then mentioned fog. So that's a lie.
day. Sundown, sunset, and foggy.
Yeah, stop lying to me, Dennis. Stop lying to me.
These have been reworked to create an even more immersive experience.
You've reworked the fog to make it more immersive. Well, unless it suddenly became Silent Hill, whatever, we'll see.
We've made some improvements to streamline your experience, both in terms of the UI and the overall stability of the game. In our last video, we highlighted some of the upcoming improvements to the equipment flow, making it easier to set up your hunter loadouts.
I love that. I've said it before, though. Just make it Uber Eats. Seriously, just copy Uber Eats design. All your player base knows how to use it already.
We've also standardized the grid view for the recruit screen to make managing recruits simple and more intuitive. This includes additional entries for recruiting free and all hunters with just one click. Charms have been reverted to their previous functionality and can now be placed on any number of weapons once again.
Wonderful, I'll never use them.
We have tackled numerous bugs to improve stability and overall performance.
Beautiful.
For a full breakdown of what's been fixed, be sure to check out our patch notes.
Good job, Dennis.
2.1.
Good job, team.
That's all for now, hunters.
Thank you, Dennis. That's been lovely. That's my take. This has gone longer than I thought it would. That's it. That's my take on Develop Update 2.1 and All Hallows. I'm very, very keen to showcase it. You guys have to find me, Twitch and all that jazz. Should be good. I will definitely be streaming this. Very, very excited. That deathmatch mode sounds like a lot of fun. I know it's not deathmatch, but I'm calling it deathmatch, and I'm very excited to get on this with my friends. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. Hope you guys have liked it, and I will see you in the next one.